All right, tonight we have Jamison Neu with us, a trick shot specialist. He's going to give us some different examples of trick shots, masse shots, a little bit of a jump lesson, and some bank lessons. So we'll get on with that video here in a minute. But we want to do a little interview with Jamison and ask you, Jamison, how old were you when you started playing pool?
The first time I shot a pool ball, I was 4 years old in Lake of the Ozarks at a little place called Tom's Bar. I got up on milk crates later that day, and I knew at that moment what I was going to do with the rest of my life. But everybody made fun of me, man. I go to school, I tell, what are you going to be when you grow up? I said, pool player. And they laugh. And it's not, I mean, seriously, to me it was serious. This is what I'm going to do. And they say, oh, that's impossible. You're wasting your life, you know. And I never could. When they asked me when I'm 16, what are you going to do? I'm going to play pool. They're still same people, making fun of me, you know. But I did it. I spent a lot of years playing pool.
Very good. When's the first time that anyone ever paid you or you ever made any money playing pool?
The first time I was paid to perform, which is different than making money at pool, because you can gamble and make money. That doesn't even count. But for somebody to say, Jamison, if you come to my pool hall, I'm going to give you money. You know, that's confusing the first time it happened to me, but I was young. I actually got paid by a florist. Man, if I had to guess, 14, 11, somewhere in there. And what I did was we went around from bar to bar in a tourist town dressed like pink gorillas. And I was the little pink gorilla, and this other guy was the big pink gorilla. And we'd go on these bars and we'd sell flowers, you know. And I'd get paid extra if they had a pool table because I knew all these trick shots from being around Fast Eddie and Charlie Darlin and, you know, and actually, you know, learning them. So I'd go on the bar and I'd shoot 3, maybe 5 shots. And without the pink gorilla suit, I was terrified to do that, you know, terrified. So that's how I got in the costume, you know, and that's what started the whole thing. And it was awesome, man. I'd go and there'd be a huge crowd, and then the other pink gorilla would run around and sell roses, and we'd clean up, man, you know. It was a real job, you know. Most guys don't have jobs in pool.
Yeah, that was very interesting. Have you ever played in any of the pro tournaments?
A handful. I played in the Seminole Tour because it's the Seminoles. The Seminole tribe is one of the most respected cultures and people on the entire planet. I've never surrender, you know. And so when they came out with a tour, I knew this is something I needed to go be a part of, you know. But other than that, not really. You know, it's not something that appealed to me to do for a living like that, you know.
So you were mainly a trick shot guy. That's your forte. And I understand you're going up to Super Billiards here coming up next month. And give us an idea what you're planning on doing there.
Well, I always looked at those trade expos and thought, well, everybody's here selling stuff. It reminded me of a carnival. So I want to open a carnival-style arena there where everybody's a winner. You come here, you challenge a pro, you show us what you got. I got a few games that you can come play, but it's a carnival. You bring your family, bring your friends. Everybody that participates wins a prize. You can win some great prizes. It's going to be I think it's going to be fun. It's mixing it up a little bit because I've been doing this. First time, 15, 16 years old was when I started going to trade shows, and it lasted now, I guess, 20 years, you know. So.
Yeah, that's a long time, Jamison, and we were glad to have him over here at Extreme Pool Challenge in Cocoa Beach. He lives over in the Naples area, and we hope to have him back for another session sometime, and we wish you good luck at the Super Billiards this year.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming.
So you're going to have me back, that means I didn't do bad.
No, you did great. People loved you. All right, Jamison.
It's a difficult shot. What the premise is I hit that 2 ball and it causes the 1 to bank over here, and then the 2 hits the 6. And when that happens, the 3 falls in because of the combination, the 2 follows it in, the 8 goes over there because that's a combination, and then the 6 just follows off that 3 ball and goes in that hole down there. All right. Well, what I do is I set this ball up about 2.5 That's not right. A ball and a half off the rail to where I'm just shooting straight into the 2-ball like that with some left. And the hardest part of this shot's missing the 8 coming back out of the corner. That's where you usually run into problems. Is you put too much high on it, it'll come out here and then go straight in the corner where the 8's gonna be, you know? So you do test runs. You don't ever wanna just jump up and start shooting a shot like this in front of people without knowing if it goes or not, you know? But we'll see what happens. Enough of that. Get in there too.
All right,
How can that take so many tries?
next one.
All right, this shot is one of my favorite shots in the entire world. It's a 3-rail Masse shot. It comes from the game of 3 cushion and the championship of trick shots in 3 cushion, artistic billiards. They shoot this shot. And they called it the Grand Napoleon, but see, I'm from Germany, and I call it the Mad King of Bavaria. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make the 2-ball here, and follow my tip, because this is what I'm going to try to do with the cue ball. It's here, 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 and then pocket that 8-ball down there. This is the easiest shot in the world. I might have to break that other cue out. I'm kind of tired. You know, it might work too. You never know. This shot here, I just make 2 balls. It's pretty simple. You put the 2-ball directly in front of the spot, and then you aim a bank shot, and you put the cue ball up against the 2, and then you aim the 1 directly at the hole. And if you watch how I hit this, I hit it a little, hard, and then I put maybe a tip of high, and I jack up 10, 12 degrees or something. So that's my method. Like that one? Here's the oldest trick shot. All right, what's going to happen here? This shot, really, this dates back to like 1800s, guys. What happens is I just shoot straight at the 1. The 4 goes in, the 3 goes in, the 2 goes in, and the 1 goes in. And you can't really tell which one goes first. So we call it the photo finish. That's about it. Now, hey, you know which one went first? They all went at the same time because I swung the cue once. Some stroke shots, All right, this shot here, this is cheap. This is a cheating trick, It's like what the deal is I'm playing the game of 8-ball, and let me start over. Cut that shit out, Kyle. Where the hell's the 8-ball? Is it in the cleaner? Yeah, probably.
No, you use it. It went in the...
Yeah, it was in the corner up there.
Yeah.
It's down at the bottom. All right, yeah, so you're playing a game of 8-ball, and it lines up like this, and there's no real good shot. There's nothing you can do looking at it, but you're playing some guy who doesn't know much about pool, so you know something that he doesn't know, and there's a way to cheat here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to cheat. It's up to you if you want to cheat or not, but I'm against cheating. I like that when it bangs next to their head. I'm not joking. I've heard all about it. I've watched those internet things. They talk about how I want to hear it go bang, Yeah, so this is cheating, guys.
All right. All right, this shot right here, if there was such a thing as a duck
and Masse shots, this would be it, right? But what the real deal is with this shot is the first time I ever saw it made, it was a 9-year-old child, and his name was Sharky. So I call it Sharky's Burnout. And little Sharky, he actually got to shoot a trick shot show for Donald Trump. Youngest paid trick shot guy I know. Donald should have paid him better. All right, this shot here, folks, this shot is probably the most difficult shot that's ever been recorded. I'm going to go and I'm going to hit the 3 ball, and I'm going to cut it into the side, and the cue ball is going to stop and come back and make the 9. All right, Billy, you there?
I'm here, buddy.
Here we go. Two. Here's the deal. This shot they call the machine gun Lubitera is why I think so. But there's another reason. When it comes through here, if we were to have this mic down here, you would hear tick 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 tick, because this cue ball is going to zoom through here and catch these balls and just walk on down and make the cheese. We hope.
I sort of remember, you remember.
Like this 4 years ago.
Yeah.
At least 25 years ago. Up there, this guy had got there.
It's got a strange look.
But I had the pool
You know?
that they
Well,
wanted.
when you-
There you go. That's all you needed was a little.
Yeah, I needed to
Little less.
All right, this is a different version of the machine gun shot. I like this one more because it's Masse. But I hit the cue ball, same thing, comes through here. Pocket the 8 this time. All right, this is a nice looking shot. Very nice. This part of the video is going to be about, I'm going to try to teach you guys how to jump. I've spent a lot of years of my life teaching people how to jump, and I'm just going to try to capture my lesson ad lib right here, right now. So, you know, here it is, guys. Jump drill is what prepares you to actually be able to jump consistently. Because what happens is you learn how to jump, and then the only time you jump is when you need to jump and you're in trouble. So it's a real pressure shot, and you're not real confident because you barely ever jump. This allows you to jump 5 times, get practice, just like if you were a football player and you wanted to learn how to tackle somebody, you wouldn't go play football, you'd get a tackling dummy. So this is kind of like a tackling dummy. And just watch what I do.
Very good.
And then so you just see, and then this is how you get practice. See, then you just take this over here, nice and easy, like so, and then you set that row of 5 balls up and shoot them right back there. Then you practice 10 jump shots in 30 seconds. there's another drill I like to show people about jumping, right? And it's, in order to jump correctly, you need to know where you're landing so you can plot the course. And on this drill, I'm going to land on a poker chip. Sounds impossible, but this is really what makes you accurate. One thing with Bill's a three-cushion player. He came by and we played three-cushion. Or no, we played, but you know, I'm going to try this. And then I just kind of focus, man. Matter of trial and error.
Yeah, well, on the money. That was good. Good take.
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
All right, this part of the video, I'm going to do my best to share with you how I aim my bank shots and what's going on in my head when I'm banking. So I'm going to do my best here to explain this to you. See, I break the table down into two squares, right? This is a square and this is a square, okay? Normally, you're banking inside the same square. Most of your bank shots, 80–90% of your bank shots are going to be in the same square. Right, you're going to be banking cross-side or cross-corner, short across the table. Okay, that's the most bank shots you're going to hit. So we're going to focus on that. So if they're two squares, all you really got to do to figure out where to aim these is put the ball on the center of the angle. Just draw a line right from this rail through the ball to here that adds up to here. It's that simple, right? And you can do that a bunch of different ways. You know, like this diamond is half of the square. So if I point at that pocket, guess what happens here? That's the angle, right? It really is that simple, right? So if we put both these in, and then I just shoot along that, it should come across there and go on that hole, right? Well, let's pretend they're here. Forget the cue ball altogether, right? So now, how do we find this? Well, there's a lot of different ways, you know. Well, we have our reference point, okay? So if we go up a diamond, we only go up a half there. We go up another diamond, we go up a half there. Go up another diamond, we go up a half there. That's how it works. Those are your reference points going all the way up the table. That's just how it works. Whole diamond, half. Whole diamond, half. Uh-oh, I passed the 4. So it's in between those two, right? So here we go. We know that there's 1, 2, 3 diamonds away. So that would be 1.5 over there would give me an angle to this pocket. That's mathematics, guys. There's no way to change that. That really is Euclid geometry. It goes back a long way, okay? So now that I know that this angle works, I'm just going to slide that over and look at it. And like a scientist or a doctor, I'm going to use my best judgment, and I'm going to call this a hypothesis. Okay? This isn't a theory. This is my best guess as an educated scientist, okay? A hypothesis. Right? Now what happens is, my hypothesis is that if I hit that spot over there, right, that it's going to fall in this hole. Okay? Now let's see what happens. Well, what happened? I had left on it. You guys see that? Right? Did it? Oh, touched the cue, but you see the angle? It's an angle, right? Now, there's a lot of ways to change those angles, but that's the beginning. This is a natural angle. Now, we can make this an acute or an obtuse angle in a lot of different ways. And acute means tighter. That's acute. This is when you obtuse an angle. Okay? This is where the angle would go if everything added up in the world and it was perfect. We all know that's not the case. But this is where you start looking. This is the beginning. So you go, well, what do I need to do with the cue ball? Do I need to hit it hard or soft? Do I need to go left or right? What do I got to do? And then you can adjust this. So if I aim to the right of this perfect angle spot, that means that this cue is going to obtuse. That means this angle is going to go here. So if I aim it further to the right, what happens over here is it goes further to the left. when it hits the other rail, okay? That's how you obtuse an angle. But now that we've done that, is there a way for me to tighten that back up? The answer is yes. We can hit it hard. And the reason we can hit it hard and tighten up is because watch what happens to rubber. It bends. Well, now if this was a square and it never bent, it would fly off there perfect, but that's not what happens. It comes in here and bends, and we're no longer going into a straight rail. We're going into a curvature. So that curvature is going to do some things. It's going to pinch the ball, and it's going to take it and turn it, or it's going to add spin, or whatever it does, you know. But that's up to you. It really is up to you what you want to do on a bank shot. Do you want to hit it further to the right and hard, or a little bit to the left and soft, you know, and all these things, and then all you got to do is hit that spot. See, it goes right up the stick. It really is that simple. And if I hit that really hard, you'd think it'd go up the stick, but it doesn't. It just fires right in this hole. That's how you make the angle acute, is you can hit it hard. And there's an old trick of jacking up, and it tightens it up. There's a lot of ways, but that's up to you. This is how I do it. This is also how I kick, because it makes sense to me. I find the angle that works, I find a reference, and then I just shimmy a little, you know? And I give them my best hypotheses on how to make the shot. Because that's all you can really do is give it your best guess, you know? I mean, you know where it is, but that doesn't mean it's going to work. It can't work every time, because you're not a machine. Rubber changes all day long. So you're just giving it your best hypotheses. That's how I bank and kick.